Today I'm in Waterlooville in the county of Hampshire, named after the heroic Battle of Waterloo, but it's now one of the worst high streets in Britain, recently described by a National Tabloid as an apocalyptic ghost town. Let's explore Waterlooville and find out for ourselves. Ghost towns happen when you don't shop locally. Just approaching the main high street now, just about to turn the corner onto it. Oh my goodness. It really is apocalyptic. Let me turn this camera around for you guys. Closed, 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 closed. But we've got the kebab shop and the phone shop. And the barbers. But my goodness, everything else seems to be shut. Look at this, shop after shop after shop closed. I think we are literally seeing the death of the British high street here before our eyes. This is shocking. Everything is closed and in a state of total disrepair. Looks like it's rotting away from the inside. There's the entrance for Wellington Way, a shopping centre that's laid unused and totally abandoned for a number of years now. So you can see as you walk into Wellington Way, absolutely everything is closed. In a total state of disrepair. I mean, who's going to take those units on? All the work that needs doing inside. Another one. Another one. Shop after shop, empty. Have you ever seen anything like this, guys? Absolutely every single unit is shut, boarded up, abandoned. I've truly seen nothing like this ever, and I've been to some bad high streets. Take a look. Every single unit is closed. It's all shut. Every single unit. Just looking in through the window of one of the units here, and you can just see the place is literally falling apart from the inside. What hope is there for these units if this is the state that they're left in and tenants are expected to take on? Is it online shopping to blame? Is it the out-of-town retail parks? Is it the high cost of living? The high rental costs on the units themselves? What is it? Or has the British high street just died its death? And it's the end for it. Is there going to be an evolution of the British high street? Who knows? You can see here an old mosaic, an old mural to those that fought and fell in the Battle of Waterloo, of which the town gets its name. I wonder what those veterans would think if they could see their town now. For many years, Waterlooville was thriving, but up until about 10 years ago, according to the locals, the town really dropped off, and it is what you see today, a ghost town. Boarded up shops at every turn, a huge lack of opportunity, a real palpable apocalyptic feel in the air. The place feels like a ghost town. There's just nobody here.
Just walking through your picture.
Get on, lad, you alright, mate? Hey! There must be 30 or 40 abandoned units just in this little precinct alone. You've got the Sue Ryder charity shop there. I've never been anywhere with the same sort of feel in the air here of total abandonment. Everything's closed. The place is completely abandoned. It's like a ghost town. Look, there literally is nobody here. It's a total ghost town. But can you blame them? There isn't really anything bringing you into the town. Okay, you've got Boots Pharmacy. Maybe you need to go and get some paracetamol for a sore head. Or you need to pop into the bank. But otherwise, there isn't anything here. With so many factors to consider when you weigh up what's caused the death of the British high street, you've got online shopping, You've got out-of-town retail parks, you've got the high cost of living, you've got the high rent costs on these premises themselves. All of these factors combine and they spell the end of the British High Street, or the death of the British High Street. The British High Streets need to find a new way, an evolution to draw in the crowds. What that is, I really don't know. I'm in the greengrocers here, and they've been operating in the town for a number of years. So what would you say would be the main contributing factors to what's happening with the high streets at the moment?
Contributing factors, we do struggle a bit against the supermarkets because obviously they've got it there all
Of course,
the time.
they can buy in bulk, can't they?
Yeah, and I don't online shop. The youngsters, that's all they, like my two daughters, that's all they do now. I don't think we want any more nail bars, and I don't think we want any more hairdressers.
Hairdressers, nail bars, vape shops. It seemed to be the majority of units across British high streets currently.
This is what's happening.
Yeah.
Bakers and the butchers and the fruit shop.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people, I mean, I don't eat meat, I'm vegetarian, but if it, you know, you need a butcher's
to serve the
go
town
with it as well.
Absolutely.
Which it used to be, but
am I right in saying there is an out-of-town retail park with a big supermarket on and things like that? That can't have helped.
No, down bottom with.
So it's drawing that foot traffic
it
out of the high street, isn't it?
But Havant's the same.
Is
That's
it?
happened, yeah. That's all lost the original type shops.
Really?
Because of the bigger stores. So.
Wow.
It's all,
Well, that's a shame. But guys, if you're in Waterlooville, do come out to the greengrocers and come and support this wonderful business.
Yeah, okay, that's great, thank you.
Lovely. There's the greengrocers there. If you are in Waterlooville, do pop in and go and support the local business here and buy local produce. If you look at Waterlooville geographically, it lies on the south coast of the United Kingdom, just inland from Southampton, Portsmouth. So you've got some pretty big cities not too far away, around about an hour bus ride apparently. So could that potentially be a key factor here in the death of Waterlooville? We've discussed the out-of-town retail parks, and there is one not far from here in Waterlooville, just up the road. Could that again be a factor at play? Drawing the crowd out of the town centre to the out-of-town retail parks, thereby creating the ghost town that you see now. A high street with 40 to 50% of the shops closed and not a person in sight. Truly shocking. You can see the graffitied, boarded up windows behind me. That's what's left of the Wilkinson store. Like all of the shops across the UK, when they closed their doors, with thousands of people losing their jobs. And here in Waterlooville, it's one of many chain stores that have closed their doors here. You can just see the size of the unit here that's just lay unused. It's absolutely enormous. You can see all of these once would have been display windows. There's an overwhelming smell of urine in the air underneath this little canopy. The place absolutely stinks. See all of the unsightly graffiti there on the boarded up windows. By far, I would say this is one of the most depressing, ghost town-like high streets I've ever been to. There's nobody here, all of the shops are closed. It's got a real palpable, apocalyptic feel in the air. It's a really sorry sight, this place. Do you guys think the cost of living crisis could be a potential factor here at play? I mean, how many people have got spare money to go out and shop nowadays? I don't know. It's definitely a factor, I would assume. And then you've got to weigh up the high overheads for these actual business premises. You've got the rent, you've got the high costs of electric, gas, you name it. They've got to pay for it. Just walking through the subway here in Waterlooville underneath the main road. And again, it absolutely stinks of urine. There's very obvious drug paraphernalia littering the floors, either side of the subways. This place is in a really sorry state, and I feel for the youth and I feel for the people that are living here, that don't have a car and can't leave the area to get to those out-of-town retail parks, and that they're stuck here using this town centre. There's nothing here for them, literally, unless you want a Greggs, or you want your nails done, or you want a haircut. Or if you want a vape. So lads, tell me, what's the job opportunities like for you here?
You got Greg's.
Greg's,
You got
yeah.
McDonald's down the road.
Yeah,
Sainsbury's just down the road as well, back there.
yeah.
I didn't
So,
grow up here, so I don't really know.
no. Okay, so do you boys go to college, school? What's the deal?
I go to college.
Working?
Yeah.
Good lad, fair play, mate.
I'm a labourer.
Good lads, so you're working as well?
Yeah.
Oh, top lads. Nice. Honestly, I'll go to a lot of places and none of you have had jobs, so fair play to all. Nice one, lads. So, as you can see, it is slightly run down in Waterlooville. What's it like being growing up here? Like, a lot of the shops seem to be closed. How is it?
All that was open years
Yeah.
ago when I was little.
Yeah?
Used to be down there all the time. And it used to be quite busy, to be fair, but if you look around now, there's like no people.
Yeah, I know it is. Like I said, there was a recent article and it described the place as an apocalyptic ghost town, lads. So,
Apocalyptic.
yeah, apocalyptic.
Sounds about right.
Have you looked at the pigeons?
We've got the pigeons.
The pigeons. They're the only people
Yeah.
who actually live it.
Fair.
It is really quiet, lads, isn't it?
Right down there.
Like, unbelievable.
Sort of rat
What do you boys do for, like, fun? Like, is there pubs around the place? So is there pubs, or what's the deal?
Yeah, there's a couple, not nearby, but like.
No, there's
sort of-
Wetherspoons up there.
There's a Wetherspoons.
Oh, there's spoons. Oh, everything's all right then,
Go
lads.
get a drink every once in a while.
Yeah. And so would you travel into Southampton or, like, Havant or something like that? Yeah, well, no.
Southampton.
Nah.
Go Portsmouth. Go down Portsmouth.
You'd go
Portsmouth's nice,
Portsmouth,
yeah.
would
If you want to
you?
go out, we usually go down Portsmouth because we don't go out here. There's nothing to do.
Nothing to do here.
Literally.
Get the bus down to Portsmouth. Takes about an hour.
Does it? Well, appreciate your time, lads.
Thank you.
Thank you for that. Another big
Afternoon,
unit
mate.
closed there.
Afternoon, guys.
Afternoon. See one of the locals there. Everything seems to be closed, falling apart here. I will say I think there is quite a problem with homelessness and substance abuse here. At every sort of witch turn in the corners you can find drug paraphernalia littered about. There's a number of homeless folk that you walk past in the shop doorways. I imagine that's why a lot of them are actually boarded over so that people can't actually sleep in the doorways. Really sad scenes here. Well guys, I'm just taking a bit of shelter from the rain for a moment, and guess what? I'm pitched up outside another shut down shop here in Waterlooville. I don't know what's going on in this town. Everything's shut. At every turn, there's just rows of boarded up abandoned shops. A number of homeless folk in the doorways, obvious drug use as well. The town is in a real sorry state. You can see Waterlooville Boxing Club here, and I've heard from a number of the locals that these people are doing good things for the community here, trying to help the youth, get them off the streets, get them doing some exercise and some positivity. I often see it on my travels around the UK that it's boxing clubs and social clubs that often pick up the slack and help the youth and try and bring them up, offer them some positivity, offer them a place to be. Well guys, that was Waterlooville here in Hampshire, a once thriving market town that now lays rotting and abandoned. Do let me know in the comments below what you think, and if there's a town centre that you think is worse than this one, do let me know.